Shalom. 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 All right, Shalom. Giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rakakodash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone who rule and teach well. Peace and safety and much blessings to the alchemists pushing this truth out the four corners of the earth and our truth of sincerity and diligence. Shalom. All right, man, I just want to get into this topic. And what I'm about to get into, this is right here in Lake Charles. Folliness, just Babylon the Great is just full of wickedness, and it's just it just the reason why I'm shedding light on it because it's to society is a light thing, but to Yahweh Bashim Yahshua it's a heavy thing. To us, being Israelites, understanding where we are, remembering ourselves in society, we understand that it's like men of old, ancient men, you would have for this type of behavior, you would have been, put to death for. So I'm not gonna say too much, but I'm gonna get into it. I posted this earlier, right? And this is right here. Hope you can see this. Let me make sure you can see this. Hope you can see this. Make sure you can see this. All right, this is right here in Lake Charles. And look at this, man. Make sure you can see this. All right, look at this. It says, hold on. I'll make sure I can turn this down. All right, so look at this, man. You got a whole bunch of Edomites, man, what appear to be Edomites, which I believe through the spirit that these are Edomites. Look at this, man. Genitals should not have scars. Do you see this right here? Look at this, man. This is Edomite culture at its finest, bro. You see what I'm saying? Circumcisers belong in prison. Now, we're not gonna shed light on. They're out here protesting for a goddamn anteater. Okay, they're protesting for them to anteaters for all Americans, all American males. You have the right to keep your anteater, right? Which that right there, that is heathenistic, man. They're not talking about how the genocide that's being that's happening over there in with Ben Netanyahu. They're not talking about how everything is going towards AI. Everything is going digital. They're not talking about the dollar being de-dollarized. They're not talking about how these so-called Catholic priests, or you want to call them, is doing these little boys, man. They're not talking about anything like that. But here they is on the street corners protesting. Hell, they don't even got the sign of who they would call Jesus Christ out there, man. But look at this fucking Edomite. Circumcisers belong in prison. All right, look at this. And I'm looking at this right here, and this better not be a damn Jake, man. But then again, that look like some dicky pants and a goddamn rag right there. So if this is a Jake, man, it better not be no Air Force One. Hey, bro, they are going the hell off, man. Look at this. Circumcision, penis, whatever you want to call it, man. Look at this, man. Look at this, man. All you see is Edomites, man. Nobody wants less. See what I'm saying? Protesting about anteaters. I want my foreskin back. Do you see this? Look at this. And this is what's going on in America, man. This is what's going on, in this society, man. And our scriptures, our law, statutes, and customs goes against this, man. But this is what you get in Babylon the Great when you got the person when you got like a heathen, in rulership ruling the earth, man. And this is why Yahweh Bashim Yahshua got to destroy this place, man. Over here, making ruckus about keeping the damn anteater, man. want the loose skin of his foreskin to like. And I'm gonna show you how like we didn't deal with that in our customs. We didn't deal with that at all. But look, I'm gonna get this. This is Psalms 119 and uh 29. Is it 29? Is it 119 and 29? Oh, 119 and 26. It says, it is time for thee, Yahweh, to work, for they have made void thy law. See, they have made void the law, right? And we're gonna get into it. I'm gonna read that in the NLT. This is Psalms 129, 119, and 126 in the NLT. Yahweh, it is time for you to act, for these evil people have violated your instructions. And this is a major violation, man. Look at this, man. Like, what the hell is this? This is some freakazoid shit, man. Like, why is these grown ass men out here with these goddamn Flavor Flav shades and goddamn white hats and all white, man, talking about we want our foreskin back, man. Like, what the hell is going on, man? You see? But the point of this is that to be circumcised. See, this is what they saying. They against circumcision. But in our blessed law, in our law, Genesis 17, right? In our law, is it Genesis 17? Genesis 17. Well, I'm gonna read it in the KJV. I mean in NLT. Okay, look, it says, then the Most High said to Abraham, this is verse 9 in Genesis 17 and 9. The Most High said to Abraham, your responsibility is to obey the terms of the covenant. You and all your descendants have this continual responsibility. This is the covenant that you and your descendants must keep. Each male among you must be circumcised. You must cut off the flesh of your foreskin as a sign of a covenant between me and you. From generation to generation, every male child must be circumcised on the 8th day after his birth. And that's the same, that happened with Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai was circumcised the 8th day. This applies not only to members of your family, but also to the servants born in your household and the foreign born servants whom ye have purchased. So it is a covenant of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai to be circumcised. And here we are in 2025 under the Edomites in Babylon the Great, that this type of folliness is going on, you know. Like, now this ain't the worst shit going on, but this is edification that comes out of this, man, because you know what the equivalency of this is? And this is on a male perspective. They talking about their anteaters. Hey, man, I want my anteater back, man. I should be able to, be sloppy, right? This is what they own, man. This is the equivalency of women protesting to have abortions. It's unlawful for abortions. It's unlawful to have an anteater. It's unlawful to be uncircumcised. You see? Look at this. What is this? And look, you got her out here. Now, that's just nasty, bro. Not being circumcised causes all kind of problems down there, man. Right? It causes problems down there. And is that a cigarette in her hand? Or maybe she's just holding her phone like that. It's a weird way to hold your phone with 2 fingers. Right? But she's out there. This is a she protesting for an anteater. You see what I'm saying? Look at this guy, bro. Uncle fucking Hank. Genitals should not have scars. Circumcisers should belong in prison. And that's wicked, man. And see, Babylon the Great is wicked too, because Babylon, you supposed to get circumcised. Is all type of healthy properties that come from being circumcised. But then here in Babylon the Great, they make you pay to have your child. They can't when he comes out, like they should circumcise him because he's in the hospital or whatever the case may be. Okay, let's just say they don't circumcise him on the 8th day, but still circumcise the baby, right? They're not going to keep the law, right? But still circumcise the male baby, okay? But they don't. They make you have to pay for your child to be circumcised, which is wicked, man. You know, it's wicked as hell. So look, and this is what they protesting so we don't want circumcision here, you know. Come on, it's craziness, man. Look at this, bro. This dude got a whole, you see what I'm saying? Now this is filthiness, man. This is Edomite culture, man. This is what's going on. You know what the scripture said about these devils, man. Let me see. Is it let's see. Dang. Dang. That's not what I was looking for though. It says cast law. Maybe that's it. No, that's not it. Basically saying the heathen cast the law behind them, right? I thought it was in Psalms. I guess it's not. I'll try again. Let me look. Psalms 50. I'll try again. Let's see. Yep, there it is. This is Psalms 50 and 16. But unto the wicked the Most High said, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth, seeing that thou hatest instructions and cast my words behind thee? Right, and that's exactly what you see right here, them casting the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushua behind them, because this is a covenant between you and Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. This is a covenant. This is how you know that these people cannot be the people of the Lord, man. Right? It's fully setting them to just do wickedness. You know, you can't get a clean thing out of an unclean thing, man. These are filthy ass people, man. Look at this, right? Let me show you how serious this circumcision is, man. Genesis 34, right? Now look, this is whenever this Hamite, man, this Hamite laid with Jacob's daughter, right? This is what this Hamite laid with Jacob's daughter. See, watch, look, I'm gonna read verse 5. This is Genesis 34 and 5. It says, and Jacob heard that he had defiled Hamor, or not Hamor, Shechem, when Shechem, the son of Hamor, yeah. Whenever this guy Shechem defiled Jacob's daughter, look, it says, and Jacob heard that he had defiled Dinah, his daughter. Now his sons were with the cattle in the field, and Jacob held his peace until they would come. So a Hamite, a heathen land with an Israelite woman, that is ought not to be done. So when Eve get with Edomites or get with any other nation outside of Israelites, that is that is treason. That is you are defiled, by laying with a heathen, man, right? That's why it says defiled, right? He's defiled. When a Israelite woman lay down with a heathen male, they are defiled. That's how you know that in Acts the 16th chapter, Timothy's father, he wasn't a Greek. Okay, he was an Israelite, right? He was an Israelite foreigner. That's what he was. Okay, because he was married to a Jewish that knew the customs, that knew the laws. All right, but it says Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna keep reading. And Hamar, the father of Shechem, went out unto Jacob to commune with him. And the sons of Jacob came out of the field when they had heard it, and the men were grieved, and they were very wroth because he had wrought folly in Israel in lying with Jacob's daughter, which thing ought not to be done. And Hamar communed with them, saying, the soul of my son Shechem longeth for your daughter. I pray you give her to him to wife, right? And make ye marriages with us, which is a fucking no-no. And give your daughters unto us, and take our daughters unto you. And ye shall dwell with us, and the land shall be before you. Dwell and trade ye therein, and get you possessions therein. Uh, Let me just get straight to the point. Right. So this is what they wanted. This Hamite wanted to have Jacob's daughter. So they was like, check this out, verse 13. And the sons of Jacob answered Shechem and Hamor and his father deceitfully, and said, because he had defiled Dinah, their sister, they said unto them, we cannot do this thing to give our sister to one that is uncircumcised, for we were for that were a reproach unto us. So he was like, man, we can't do that, man. This dude is uncircumcised. It's because being circumcised is serious. It's part of our customs to be circumcised, man. You know, but in this will we consent unto you, if ye will be as we be, that every male of you be circumcised. So look, we're gonna do this if you go get circumcised. But it wasn't like, that's why I say answer them deceitfully, because when you continue reading, they killed their ass. Simeon and Levi killed their ass. Because watch, look at this. Let me see. And it came to pass on the third day when they were sore that two of the sons Jacob, Simeon and Levi, Dana's brother, took each man his sword and came upon the city boldly and slew all the males. They slew Hamar, Shechem, his son, with the edge of the sword, and took Dana out of Shechem's house and went out. Okay, so and the sons of Jacob came upon the slain and spoiled the city because they had defiled their sister. Right, but the point is that this guy was uncircumcised, man. They say, look, man, we can't do this shit unless you get circumcised like we are, because that's a custom. You must be circumcised, man. You know, but I'm gonna say this: like, you got brothers that's not circumcised. You got brothers that's not circumcised, but we in Babylon, right? We in Babylon. So if you not circumcised, like me, if I wasn't circumcised, personally speaking as a man, if I wasn't circumcised, I would go get circumcised. You know what I'm saying? I would go get circumcised. I know a few brothers that did go get circumcised in their older age. You know, because being circumcised, that is our customs. Now, I'm not saying that, hey, if you're not circumcised, you can't be delivered, because that was a discussion in the scriptures, right? That was in Acts the 15th chapter, Acts 15, right? It says a certain men, all right. And certain men which came down from Judea, right? Jews that were speaking about the law, right? Taught brethren and said, except ye be circumcised after the manner of Moses, ye cannot be saved, right? Which that is not true. Even though that is a custom, because we did read, I will go back. We did read, let's go to back to Genesis 17. It says, and see, all right, verse 14, it says, and the uncircumcised man child whose flesh of his foreskin is not circumcised, that soul shall be cut off from his people. he had broken my covenant, right? So if a brother is not circumcised, does that mean he's not going to be delivered? If he's of the elect, right? No, he's of the elect. So he some of the elect members, won't be circumcised, man. You see what I'm saying? Abraham received the covenant, received the promise without being circumcised. You see, so it's a covenant, right? It's a law that we must be circumcised. But does that mean you won't be delivered because you're not circumcised, right? No, that's simply not true, right? Let's go back to Acts 15. Let's read it. It says, in certain men, verse 1, and certain men which came down from Judea taught the brethren and said, except ye be circumcised after the manner of Moses, ye cannot be saved. And that's, speaking from a standpoint now today, oh, the law is what brings you righteousness, but the law is not what brings you righteousness. I'm not saying that we don't keep the law, but saying that you can't be saved unless your salvation is predicated on you keeping the law. You're going completely off. Then that means we would need Yahushua. So the fact that you got brothers that's not circumcised, the blood of Yahushua is what covers that. You see what I'm saying? It says, except you be circumcised after the manner of Moses, you cannot be saved. When therefore Paul and Barnabas had no small dissension, and disputation with them, they determined that Paul and Barnabas and certain other of them should go up to Jerusalem to the apostles and elders about this question. And being brought on their way by the church, they passed through Phineas and Samaria, declaring the conversation of the Gentiles, and they caused great joy unto all brethren. And when they were come to Jerusalem, they were received of the church and the apostles and the elders, and they declared all things that the Most High had done with them. But there rose up a certain sect of the Pharisees, because the Pharisees was all about the law, which believed, saying that it was needful to be circumcised them. It was needful to circumcise them and to command them to keep the law of Moses, right? So, but the thing is that circumcision was our custom, right? But it's not required for salvation. That's what I'm saying. It's not required for salvation. And look, we in the book of Acts. So you had the Pharisees, which knew that the law, statutes, and commandments were only for Israelites, right? So why would they be telling these Gentiles, right, that they need to be circumcised if they knew that heathens could not partake in our law, statutes, and commandments, and Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai was not dealing with them, right? And they knew that, because you had Pharisee, you had Jews that didn't believe on Yahushua. So in their mind, they knew that heathens couldn't partake in our law, statutes, and commandments. So why would they be telling these Jews these Gentiles, if they were Edomites or other nations, that they gotta be circumcised? That's how you know that these Gentiles that the world think is classifies they don't never say nothing about the Asian man. They don't never say nothing about the African man. They don't never say nothing about the Arabian man. It's always about Edomites. So this is what they classify. They think that these Gentiles are Edomites. No, these were Israelite foreigners. Okay, Israelite foreigners, and the Jews of the Pharisees was telling them that, hey, you gotta be circumcised in order to be delivered, which is not true. You see, because it wasn't this wasn't about the law anymore, right? Check it out. This is Romans 10, and this is what they were doing. This is Romans 10, and right. This is Romans 10, and I'm gonna start at 1. Brethren, my heart's desire and prayer to the Most High is for Israel, is that they might be saved. For I bear record that they have a zeal of the Most High, but not according to knowledge. For they, being ignorant of the Most High's righteousness and going about to establish their own righteousness, have not submitted themselves to the righteousness of the Most High. For Hamashiach is the end of the law for righteousness. He's the end of the law for righteousness to everyone that believe. For Moses describeth the righteousness which is of the law, that the man which doeth those things shall live by them. but the righteousness which is of faith speaketh on this wise. Say not in thy heart, who shall ascend into heaven? That is to bring down Hamashiach from above. So, but the point is that Yahweh Shah was the righteousness of the Most High, man. Okay, he was the righteousness. The belief of on Yahweh Shah was the righteousness of Yahweh, and that was the problem with the Pharisees and these other different these other Jews. They didn't believe on Yahweh Shah, right? That's why they had a problem with the Gentiles, which were Israelite foreigners. Anyway, the point is that circumcision, is part of our customs, and here you got these heathens in the middle of the street protesting, like these women did for my body, my choice. We should be able to have abortions. Here they is protesting for their, foreskin. They want their foreskins. Look at this, man. But you want to know something? That's okay. They can do that. They can do that. But this is what's going on, man. Like in a righteous society, in our kingdom, let some shit like this take place. They gonna get their ass smoked. I want look at this, man. Nobody wants. Oh my goodness. See what I'm saying? Wow. But I hope that makes sense. That our customs is to be circumcised, but to be salvation is not predicated if you're circumcised, because I believe it's Jeremiah 4:4. This is Jeremiah 4:4. Circumcise yourselves unto Yahweh. So circumcise yourselves unto Yahweh and take away the foreskin of your heart, because it's about the spirit, man. It's about the spirit, right? I'm gonna show you. It says, take away the foreskin of your heart, ye men of Judah and inhabitants of Jerusalem, lest my fury come forth like a fire and burn that none can quench because of your evil doings. So circumcise yourself unto the Lord. Take away your foreskin of your heart, because it's not about that. We in captivity, Some brothers are not circumcised, man. All right. It's not about the outward appearance. Romans 1:20. Is it Romans 1:20? Let me see. Isn't probably Romans 2. Romans 2:29. But 28. For he is not a Jew, which is one outwardly. So you can be circumcised, you can wear your fringes, right? You can, you can, be Hebrew of the Hebrews, man. No pork, you know what I'm saying? Wear the phylacteries, you can do all of that outwardly, right? Right? For he is not a Jew, which is one outwardly, neither is that circumcision, which is outwardly in the flesh. You see? But he is a Jew, which is one inwardly. So you have to circumcise your heart, your mind to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. If you still like adapt to the ways of Babylon, if you're trying to go around order of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, if you dealing on a different frequency than Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, then you are not a Jew inwardly. You are a Jew. You can profess that, I'm an Israelite. I know the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, but your spirit is off and wicked, and you're going to be destroyed in these coming perils, right? But he is a Jew, which is one inwardly, and circumcision is that of the heart, right? So the circumcision is of the heart. The circumcision is your sincerity to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, right? Your servitude to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. You got niggas in the world that are circumcised. So if they're circumcised, all right, like you got. Hold up, I'm gonna say this. You got guys that are in IUIC that are circumcised, but they don't teach the name of Yahweh Shai. They don't teach the truth. They don't teach the MOTB. So, but they're circumcised. They call themselves Israelites, they're not Israelites inwardly. They're not Jews inwardly. When I say Jew, see, because in the Roman captivity, they label Judah, Benjamin, and Levi as Jews. So that really shouldn't be there. It's just say but he is an Israelite, which is one inwardly. All right. So, and circumcision is that of the heart in the spirit and not in the letter, whose praise is not of men, but of the Most High, the letter being the law, you know. So it's not about, uh, you have to be circumcised, to be, delivered, but it is part of our custom to be circumcised. And here we are in the land of Babylon under these heathens, and this is what you got. No, nobody wants a less, I want my foreskin back, right? This guy wants his foreskin back. Look at her out there, just, you know, that's got to be embarrassing, bro. See, this is crazy. Like I said, this is the equivalency of those women that were protesting and going hard for abortions, man. Right? This is just wickedness. Okay. But, and I will read it again, which it is up here, so I'm gonna just read it right here. It says, this is Genesis 17:10. This is my covenant which ye shall keep between me and you and thy seed after thee. Every man child among you must be circumcised. Talking about the Israelites. But here you are with Edomites, right? Saying this, right? So, we gonna keep the law, Yahweh Shem Yahshua, to the best of our ability. But this is what you got in the planet Earth, man. So with that, Lord willing, you are edified. Shalom.